So this is something I remember hearing it. I remember we talked about it last week, and then there was something that here you go. Look at time it's on. It was something we talked about last week, but regards to Bungie was planning to do a stream or planning to do something regarding addressing the concerns that people have because they recently found out about that there were handicapping players from getting more XP when regards to at a certain point, and when they got caught, they're like, "Oops, my bad, our bad. We're gonna turn it back to normal." They were scheduled to have a stream on that week, so I dug a little digging on this for this one, and apparently what happened is they actually canceled the stream. And here were the tweets regarding it actually. So this is from at DeejBNG. He is the Bungie community PR, I believe it states on his Twitter account. When I first started playing Bungie games, a strong leader of the community back in the day told me, as long as your criticisms are honest, they are good for the community. I still believe that. Be hard on us if you want, but please be excellent to each other. And then Bungie posted on their Twitter feed as well. Our plans for tomorrow have changed. Check out the Bungie blog tomorrow, Wednesday, for the developer commentary about Destiny. Tomorrow we had planned to conduct the final stream. Oh, this is after. This is something that Deej also posted, but also I took a picture of. So here's what he says. Hey there, tomorrow we had a plan to conduct the final stream prior to launch of the Curse of the Oasis to show off some of the weapons and armor the expansion includes. Instead, we are investing all of our efforts into delivering some higher priority information about Destiny 2. You'll hear from studio leadership about their assessment of Destiny all up, and they'll talk about our goals in the game going forward. And you also learn about how we're reacting to your feedback with the game updates that will arrive in the next few weeks. They'll appear on the Bungie blog on Wednesday. Thank you. And I'll throw this in there too, just because I find these first two comments interesting on the Reddit thread. The stream was not postponed, but can't. This is from a username Lockho53. The stream was not postponed but canceled, and here is the correct tweet from Deej, which I just read. Looks like you linked the same tweet twice, but more on topic. It's absolutely crazy to me how badly Destiny's launch was botched again. I really don't understand how you possibly take 3 years to have incredible feedback, player base, and experience about your franchise and ignore so much of it. I swear the only quality of life change I've implemented is being able to travel without going to orbit. I'm glad they're addressing it all, but bloody hell, it had looked like a negative press for it to happen.
Quite a few things they changed for quality of life, but whatever.
Yep. And then the following comment, which I'll read real quickly. The launch wasn't really botched. It was the weeks after the launch. They didn't really respond to anything the community said and kept introducing stuff that went against what we wanted, to the point it felt like nothing was being heard. For instance, tokens were a pretty boring concept, but then we got Faction Rally, which offered more tokens, and then at the Prestige raid gave the same tokens as normal raid, and Iron Banner was token based. They did. Yeah, can I talk tonight? Then they did a stream at TwitchCon, which was basically pathetic and ignored everything. Then used DLC streams have been tone deaf beyond belief. The game needs an overhaul, the likes of Diablo 3. We need an all random rolls on weapons and armors along with the bringing back perks. We need the all primary, secondary, heavy split along the machine guns returning, and then we need loot specific to every single activity like strikes. Faction Rally also sucks and should also be replaced by constant faction instead. For the most part, undo every change made from D1.
So here's. Are you done? Because I'm about to go off.
Yeah, go for it.
First and foremost, I have stated this numerous times. I stated it in my review. Destiny 2 was built for the people who didn't like Destiny 1 year one. Mm-hmm. Destiny 2 was built for the people who went, I really like this world you built, but I hate how you build it, and I don't want to play it anymore. I'd rather have it a little bit more Halo-esque, if you will, because you're the Halo company. I don't know why I censored myself. So, Destiny 2, I know. Destiny 2 is this. Destiny 2 is, I don't want to say boiled down or dumbed down or watered down, but it kind of is. something that I do hear complain a lot, and I get it, is that in Destiny 1 or Year 1, there were missions or quests or whatever where you had to grind to get a gun. People liked that because it allowed them to stay in the game. That's not the case with this anymore. You don't have that option. You have the milestones, which take a couple hours, and then you're done. But that's the point. The milestones are built for people like me who don't want to spend hours upon hours upon hours playing and getting a gun. I would rather just play for a couple hours and get a really high level gun. It does not take long to get to the max level in this game, but that's the point. It's designed for a more casual audience. So a lot of the people who played it hardcore, played Destiny 1 hardcore, are now pissed off that this game is not for them anymore. And they're going to make those stupid complaints because they don't see it that way.
My question, because when I was reading some of this, what's the general feeling about Destiny 2? I know when it was like first initially launched, everybody loved the game and everybody seems to love it.
Everybody loved the game. I'll tell you who loves it, Anthony. The people who didn't like Destiny Year 1 love Destiny 2. So, and vice versa.
So what's the feeling now after about a good month or two of it being out?
I still think Destiny 2 is a great game. It's a very fun game. It plays incredibly well. I think the story is actually really solid, albeit maybe safe. Because it's simple. There's a bad guy, beat the bad guy. That's fine, Alex. You can hate Destiny all you want. It doesn't, build the world as much as, let's say, the Grimoire did, but that was half of the reason I hated the first game.
Yeah.
I didn't hate the Grimoire. I didn't hate the idea of the Grimoire. I hated the idea of being forced to go to somewhere else to read the stuff.
Yeah.
If I'm done playing the game, I'm probably going to do something else, like most people do. The argument is like, well, you're always on your phone. You just download the app and then read all the Grimoire there. Yeah, that means I'm still in the game world. If I want to escape the game, or if I want to leave the game world, I want to leave the game world. And 9 times out of 10, Anthony, there's a lot of downtime in the tower or wherever social space there is, where you're waiting for your friends to do something, or you're just waiting for people to hop on where you could read the Grimoire there. Well, I would like to read the Grimoire in the game.
Yeah, definitely.
But Destiny 2 was just like, we're just getting rid of the Grimoire altogether because it seems like you guys hate it. And it was like, no, Destiny, it's not exactly, or Bungie, it's not what we said, but whatever. You got rid of it and you moved on. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, like, one of the things I did see that I forgot who said it, but like one of the people at Bungie, and I might be misquoting somebody, but like I saw the quote where they're saying like, it is not a hobbyist type of game. Like they want this to be like, play the game and then leave, then come back when the DLC arrives. So you can play that, play the raid, whatever, play new content, then go away, then come back. Kind of like an MMO.
Yeah, mostly. Yeah. They took a lot more from how World of Warcraft's like DLC and stuff is designed.
Yeah, and the thing, and
not the way the world's designed, but just how that's the part's designed.
Yeah, and just kind of ended on this last point is this game is very much, again, for longest time, like it was, not sure, is it MMO, is it first person shooter, what exactly is it? Well, it turns out to be a mesh of the two, and it's more MMO-ish now than what it used to be. I wouldn't say MMO, I would say more so in I would say that's the plan from the start, and we're just confused about the whole, what it was exactly. But yeah, no, I think that's probably the best way to approach this game and to,
that's what I keep telling people is approach it like a casual shooter.
Yeah,
approach it like a Halo.
Yeah, a casual shooter, a casual kind of MMO type of thing.
Oh, so, we're not comparing Destiny to WoW. We're comparing how Destiny is releasing DLC to WoW.
Yeah, definitely.
Or at least how they're attempting to, I should say.
Yeah, so it'd be absurd to try to do that, honestly.
Right. No, we're talking about in an attempt. Like, they want to make sure that everybody is able to play as much of the game as possible before releasing the next piece of DLC is what we're talking about.
Yep. All right.